What's up YouTube, this is Pickle Pyro, and you might notice my mic sounds louder. You know why? I checked my microphone settings, and my microphone was at 18! So, I apologize for my tier list videos being so freaking quiet. That probably takes out of the enjoyment of it, and now I feel so stupid because I've recorded that 1 hour video without knowing that. Okay, anyways. Sorry about that. This is probably gonna be my last tier list. I know, I'm sorry. I keep making these tier list videos, but they're so much fun to make. Like, I just love sharing my opinions on stuff with you guys and, you know, seeing what you have to say and see how my opinions differ from yours. It's fun. And I saw this candy tier list today and I'm like, you know what? This is going to be my last one. I think. You can't freaking... Don't quote me on that. But this will probably be my last one for a while at least until I find one that interests me. But I'll be back to making different types of videos after this. Anyways, let's get started. We just have, you know, the 5 classic tiers. Actually, a couple of these I don't know, so I think I'm going to add a row below. Don't know. There. Okay, now it's fair, so people won't get mad at me. Check I'm recording. Yes, I am. Okay, let's get started. Warheads, I have kind of a love-hate relationship with Warheads. For one, they're not a candy that I necessarily enjoy just because it freaking hurts your mouth so much. I actually really do like sour things, as you'll see in this list. But it's not my favorite. Sometimes I'm really like, man, I could go for one of these right now. And other times it's like, get this away from me. My mouth freaking hurts enough already. So they're going to go in B tier because they're okay. Reese's Pieces are lit. They're going in A tier. I think I prefer them more than actually... No, I like the normal Reese's Cups more. But they're better than M&M's in my opinion. Okay, what else? Bubble Tape. This stuff is lit. Actually, it's going to go with B because it's not... I don't, like, get bubble tape if I'm, like, at a gas station or something. I'd rather just get, like, 5 gum, with, like, the sticks. I'm not going to pull this out in class. I'm going to pull out 5 gum. 100 Grands, D tier. I hate anything with nuts in it. I just don't understand why people like nuts in their candy. I don't understand why people like nuts in anything. They just add unnecessary texture. They don't even add anything. Like, am I the only one that thinks this, that just nuts in general are disgusting? They don't add anything. Except for, like, peanut butter. But that's not nuts, because there's no nasty texture. But I just hate nuts and onions in food. I hate onions, too. They add unnecessary texture. And I wish that, like, people just make these delicious dishes at, like, my family gatherings and stuff. There's freaking onions in them. It's like, it takes away from it. Okay, I'm not talking about onions, though. This is a candy tier. Okay, moving on. Bazooka Joe gum, going with bubble tape. You don't really see this type of gum anymore, but I mean the comics were pretty cool. They were kind of lame, but it was a nice little novelty, I guess. Everlasting Gobstoppers, these were actually pretty lit. They're not everlasting though, so they're going in B because it's kind of misleading. Sour Patch Kids are in S tier. I love Sour Patch Kids. They're so freaking good. I love sour candy. I think it's just so freaking delicious, and I could snack on... Well, they're not like a thing you could snack on for a while, because your mouth will probably hurt after a while, but then again, you shouldn't be snacking on candy all the time, too, because it's not good for you. Hot Tamales, I'm actually going to go in C tier, because I have kind of a love-hate relationship with Hot Tamales, too, because I hate spicy things, but they actually do taste pretty good. I like the cinnamon flavor. It's pretty good, I'll give it that. What are the Tootsie Pops? These are actually pretty good. I'll give these guys an A. I don't like the fact that you have to dispose of the freaking stupid sticks and the wrapper. That's pretty annoying, but you have to do that with all candy basically. So it'll stay in A because I think it's pretty good. Sweet Tarts are gonna go in A as well. Another sour candy. You can't complain with that. Yeah, they're just a super solid candy. And I'm just gonna cover this. Yeah, this is a good ranking. Orange Slices, these things are freaking gross. I hate this type of candy with like the circus peanuts and like, you know, that kind of candy, like the grandma candy. I just don't like it. I don't like it. They taste mediocre, I guess, but they're just freaking gross. I don't like these. Fun Dip, these are going in D tier as well because they're so freaking messy. They just get everywhere. I know it's like cool because they have like the little packets and stuff, you know, like the stick. It's a cool idea, but I think it's poor execution. It just gets everywhere. It's freaking gross. Yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. Gobstoppers, right? Yeah, that's what these are called. Or wait, no, Jawbreaker, right. I like Jawbreakers, but it seems like I can never find any. Like, have you ever gone to a store and seen these things? I don't know. They're good though. I mean, I like them. I'm not the biggest fan of candy that you just have to suck on and not one that you can just eat right away. But these are actually pretty solid, I'll give them that. I know what these are, but I also don't. What? They're going to don't know because, like, I feel like I've had these before at, like, church. I feel like this is a church candy that they give out. This is going to go with don't know because I don't know what, I don't even know the freaking name of it. Lifesavers, normal Lifesavers, not the best. But the gummy ones, those are lit. I don't know if those are actually on here. I don't believe they are, but if the gummy ones were on here, they'd go in A, solid. But Lifesavers are just kind of mediocre. There's better alternatives to the sucking candy, as you'll see. Ring Pops, I haven't had one of these since I was like 6. But they were actually pretty cool, so I'll put them in C. But, I don't know. It is pretty, I mean, it's like a ring. It's cool, but there's better options out there. Three Musketeers are freaking awesome. Do I put... No, because I have, there's a chocolate that I like more that I'll put in S tier. We'll get to that. Twizzlers, I actually like licorice. I don't like black licorice, but normal licorice, it's really solid. I'll give it that. I think it kind of gets crapped on a lot, so it's gonna go in B. Because I'd rather have the. It's not my candy of choice, but I'll still eat it if it's given to me. Jolly Ranchers, these things are S tier. Perfect for school, church, anything that you're bored in and you just want to like freaking suck on something, just pop a Jolly Rancher. These things are everywhere. You can just put them in your backpack. You can just pull them out anytime. I love Jolly Ranchers. They're just so freaking good for just like, you can bring them anywhere. Lifesavers on the other end, you got the stupid tube and you gotta freaking carry around everywhere. Jolly Ranchers, these are super lightweight, super portable. You could just stuff them in your pocket. They're like freaking mints basically, except way better. Swedish Fish are also in S tier. Swedish Fish are freaking delicious. I don't know what like flavor they are, whether it's like cherry or what, but there's something about them, man. They're freaking delicious. But then there needs to be more in the box. There's not enough in the box. That's my only complaint. Tootsie Rolls are as mediocre as it gets. They're not good. They're not bad, but I would just rather. Well, they're not necessarily not good. They're not bad, but I'd rather have other options. You know, it's like, I wish I could have some Tootsie Rolls right now. No one says that. Almond Joy, I don't understand why anyone likes this stuff. Almonds are gross. Nuts and candy are gross. I'm probably going to say that a billion times before this tier list is over, but I don't like nuts and candy. These freaking candy bracelet things were cool, but they were also extremely messy, so they're going with, they're going to go in C tier. Plus, where do you readily find these? I never see them in stores or anything. Razzles, I don't know what this is. It's probably freaking foreign candy or something. Crunch bars are pretty good. They're pretty solid, though. Oh, I'm putting so many in B. No, there'll be more in the higher and lower tiers, so I think it makes sense. Candy cigarettes, I don't think I've ever had one of these things, but it seems like only edgy kids will use them, so they're going in D. Kitkats, I actually don't really like Kitkats, if I'm being honest. They're just so bland. It's like Hershey's, but just downgraded. Like, yeah, the wafers are pretty cool, and you like break them, and it's cool, but I'd rather have other options, honestly. They're just not that sweet. They just seem kind of bland. Smarties are also going to go in C. I'm not the biggest Smarties fan. I think they're just kind of gross, honestly. I don't like this type of candy very much. Well, I can't really say it because I put Sweet Tarts in A, but Sweet Tarts taste way better than Smarties in my opinion. The only cool thing you can do is smoke them, but that's kind of hard to pull off, and only edgy kids do that too. Peppermint Patties are actually kind of lit. They're going to go in B, but they are kind of grandma candy. I know because my grandma literally had them at her house. But these things were actually pretty good. I'll give them that, but I'd rather have other stuff. That's basically everything in B tier. They're good, but I'd rather have other stuff. Dots, I never really liked Dots, honestly. But they're not bad, so they're going C tier. Peeps. You only see these things around Easter, which makes sense because they're like birds, I guess. They're freaking, whatever. C tier. Because they do kind of make my head hurt with how sugary they are. Cookie dough bites. I've never had these things, but they look really good. And I kind of want to try them. Starburst. Way too many wrappers, but they do taste pretty good, so they're going B. Reese's Cups, A tier, for sure. I love peanut butter candy, but I'm kind of considering moving this up to S tier, because Reese's Cups are actually really good. Yeah, you know what? They're going in S tier. Reese's Cups are freaking godlike. I love peanut butter candy. They just taste delicious. Every variant of Reese's Cups are good. They're just super solid. Gushers? I thought this was like a snack thing. Well, Gushers were pretty good, so I'll put them in B tier, but I never really considered fruit Gushers to be candy. That's weird. Lemon Heads, I don't know who likes this stuff. It's just nasty, honestly. Airheads. I love me some Airheads. Once again, well, I guess they are kind of candy, but you usually got them in those freaking dino trays that they gave you at the movie theater, and that was pretty lit. They gave them with like Lunchables and stuff. I have a lot of memories of Airheads. They're really good. Tootsie Pops, or wait, no. Those are Tootsie Pops. This is, Dumb Pops or whatever. What are they called? Dumb something? I don't know, but they are dumb, so they're going D tier. Hershey's Kisses are going to go in C tier because I'd rather just have a Hershey's bar. I don't know who prefers this. The only good thing about this is that one Christmas ad where they dingle like bells. That's pretty good, but Hershey's Kisses themselves, I'd rather just have a Hershey's bar, honestly. Sour Patch Kids Watermelon is a step down from OG Sour Patch Kids, so they're going to go in B tier because the normal ones are way better. Speaking of that, I never noticed this box is way different from the Sour Patch Kids that we have today. That's kind of a weird design choice, but whatever. Snickers, D tier. I don't understand why people like Snickers. Okay, this is controversial, I know, but I just hate any candy that has nuts. It's just so gross. I don't know why. Like, the caramel is good, but I hate nuts in candy in general. It's freaking gross. But if you like any of this candy, D tier, no, I'll respect your opinion. Unless it's freaking Almond Joy. I don't trust anyone that likes Almond Joy. Especially dark chocolate Almond Joy. I just freaking realized that. Ew, it's nasty. Dark chocolate is gross. Twix is a solid A tier. Way better than Kitkats. I don't understand why people don't like Twix that much. Yeah, that's basically all I have to say about Twix. It's really solid. Nerds, C tier. They're just like that candy where you just pop it open, put it all in your mouth at once, and then you're done with it. It's not really, like, satisfying, you know? Also, it's kind of way too sweet, in my opinion. I don't know how to describe it. Milk Duds. Milk Duds are an S tier. Oh, they get stuck in your teeth. Who cares? They're delicious. I don't care what anyone says. Milk Duds are freaking good. I think it's just because I have a lot of good memories with Milk Duds, because I used to get them a lot when I was a kid, like at the gas station and stuff. Milk Duds are freaking lit. I don't care what anyone says. Atomic Fireball. I think I've had these like once in my life, and it's another spicy candy, and spicy and candy just don't mix to me. Milky Way is an S tier as well. It's basically just an upgraded version of Snickers. It's Snickers, but there's no nuts, and that makes it good. Who would have known? Not adding nuts makes a candy bar go. This is just my opinion. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people really love Snickers. I'm sorry. This is just my opinion. Moving on. These are the suckers with the gum inside, and they're a super huge step down from the freaking the chocolate-filled ones. Just the gum is so gross in these. Like, I like gum, don't get me wrong, but the gum in this is just nasty. And the flavor does not last whatsoever. Lifesavers? Wasn't Lifesavers already on here? Yeah, it's the same freaking thing. What the heck? Why are there two Lifesavers? Whatever. Pez, these things were really cool, actually. The candy wasn't the best, but the figures that, like, the things came out of it, it was really cool. I'll put it in B tier. The candy itself goes in B tier, but if it was with it, like, the thing with it, it would go in A tier. But, I mean, you can't eat the freaking things. Whatever. The candy's decent. Pop Rocks are really cool. I can't remember the last time I've had them, but, dude, Pop Rocks were freaking lit. Like, freaking... I remember there was that room where if you jam, like, Coke and Pop Rocks, your head would explode or something like that. Man, Pop Rocks are freaking cool. This candy on the freaking tape, I've seen this in the freaking Willy Wonka movie, and that's the only time I've seen this candy exist. What candy place has this anymore? Mike and Ike's are also an S tier. I love Mike and Ike's. I love all the different flavors. I love that whole thing that they had where, like, they broke up, like, Mike and Ike broke up. That was so freaking funny. And I've just always loved Mike and Ike's. I've always got them at, like, the movie theaters and stuff. Mike and Ike's are great. M&M's, they're gonna go in B tier as well, just because they're solid, but I'd rather have, like, Reese's Pieces, honestly. But they're not bad. They're really good, don't get me wrong, but Reese's Pieces are just way better in my opinion. Jelly beans. Jelly beans are extremely hit or miss. We have some flavors that are just godlike, like blue raspberry and, like, cherry, and, you know, all these classic flavors. And then you have the freaking disgusting ones, like coconut and, what other gross, like, freaking pear. Like, who thinks of this stuff? So jelly beans are very hit or miss, so they're gonna go in C tier because there's a couple good ones and the rest are just disgusting. Whoppers are basically just downgraded versions of Milk Duds in my opinion, so they'll go in C tier. Well, actually, malt balls, that's what they're called, right? Yeah. They get a lot of hate, but they're actually pretty decent, so they're gonna go in B. What are these things? They're like pop bottle candy or something? I don't freaking know. I don't know. Skittles, I'm not a huge Skittles fan, actually. I'd rather have Reese's Pieces or M&M's. I know they're entirely different, but they have like the same shape and everything. I don't like eating a ton of Skittles at once. I'd rather eat a ton of M&M's or Reese's Pieces at once. I mean, like, they're okay, I guess, but they're way too chewy and it hurts my freaking jaw. I don't like it. Heath Bar, who actually likes Heath Bars? They seem like a grandma thing. They're alright, I guess, but I'd rather have all of this than freaking Heath. Like, look how bland that logo is. I'd rather have Sour Patch Kids with this crazy logo and than Heath. This is boring. Laffy Taffy is delicious, but it is impossible to get those things out of the wrapper, so they're going to B. Please make the wrapper better, and then it'll go in A. Banana Laffy Taffy is the best. Well, that's the best flavor. Don't freaking add me on that. But why are there two types of Skittles? Why are there two Skittles? It's the same exact thing. Man, this list is freaking crazy. Gummy Bears are hit or miss as well. There's some brands that are really good. Like, I don't like Haribo Gummy Bears. I think they're kind of overrated. But other brands of Gummy Bears are actually pretty good. So they're going A. Baby Ruth, once again, who eats this? It's just more nuts. More nuts. I don't know. I just don't like Baby Ruth. Now, this is probably going to be the most controversial pick on this list. I love candy corn. Screw anyone that says that candy corn is bad. Candy corn is freaking delicious. I don't know why everyone hates on it. It tastes like wax. How do you know what wax tastes like? Oh, I can't stand when people hate on candy corn. It's so good. And it's perfect for Halloween. It's got the Halloween colors. And it just puts you in the mood. It's great. It's delicious. Why does everyone hate on it? It's so good. I'm sorry for going off on a little rant here, but freaking... It tastes like wax. Yeah, so funny, so funny. I heard that a billion times. I need to freaking calm down. It's just candy. People are probably going to say the same for me because I hate Snickers. Almond Joy. Wasn't that... Oh, this is like the normal version. Well, they both suck, so they're both going to D. What are these things? Oh, whoops. Uh-oh. I did something. Okay, thank God it saved my progress. Anyways, I don't know what these things are. Are these like... If it gave me a name of what these are, then that would be nice, but I don't know what they are. Pixie Sticks were pretty cool, but once again, you never really see anyone eating them, so they're going C. Hershey Bar is a classic. It's good. It's solid. Who doesn't love Hershey's Bar? Except with if you eat Hershey's with almonds, I don't trust you. If you take Hershey's almonds over a normal Hershey Bar, I'm sorry, but I can't trust you. They're solid, but they're not better than these for sure. They're just kind of generic, you know. Well, anyways, I think that does it. You know what? I'm gonna make a separate tier for candy that has nuts. Nut tier, because candy with nuts is so gross, and they should have never been invented. Does Heath have nuts in it? Hold on, I need to look this up. Does Heath have nuts? Does contain nuts. Okay, well it's going. You know where it's going. The nut tier. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it black for just the dark and hate nuts. That's not racist, by the way. It's just like, you know. Actually, I'm gonna change that right now. Purple. Purple tier. Ugh. Nuts. Disgusting. Anyways, that about does it for my candy tier list. Just a quick review. Actually, I'm gonna skim over this mix. I think I'm gonna move sweet tarts down actually, because I don't like them as much as I like these. I'm gonna move Pop Rock. Actually, no, Pop Rocks are still cool. They're cool, so I'm going an A. Is there anything I want to move up or anything? No, I think I'm kind of solid with this list. Actually, I'm gonna move Skittles. I'm gonna watch this video back and be like, what was I thinking? That's how it always is with recording YouTube videos. I look back and I'm like, man, I should have done this. Anyways, I think that does it for this candy tier list. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Go ahead, complain to me about, oh, Snickers are good and candy corn sucks, yada yada yada. Y'all freaking hear all about it in the comments. Anyways, I'm just kidding. You guys can criticize me however you want, but thank you guys so much for watching. I promise this will be my last tier list for a while. And unless you guys want me to do more, if you have any suggestions, drop them in the comments, please, because I need video ideas. Anyways, thanks a bunch for watching. Love you guys. Have a great day. Peace out.